Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Cole. I love fun, bright, colourful makeup, and if you do too, you're in the right place. Everybody keeps telling me that I need to tell you to subscribe at the beginning of the video. So if you do like my face, if you would like to see more, hit the button if you want to, give it a like if you enjoy, share it, all that business. Apparently I'm meant to tell you at the start, so. Today we're going to be doing a almost full face of first impressions. I've got the new sampler, what is this one called? Undone palette, which is like a neutral palette. So we're going to do something a little bit neutral today. I'm going to be testing this out in another video, which should be up before this. So there'll be a wear test of the new Glam foundation from Natasha Denona. I also finally picked myself up a mini of the Hourglass translucent powder, so we're going to try that. I've got the Glam concealer from Natasha Denona. What else have we got? We've got one of the new MAC limited edition lipsticks. This is Underslept. I did also buy Stone Ovs, but this one is just right up my street. I've got a Jordanna Ticia Gummy Twinkle stick. We've got a juicy lip liner from Tarte. I've got a new brand. This is the Dacique Soufflé Colour Pot. So we're gonna give it all a go today. I am going to a engagement / baby shower tonight. And I don't know what to wear and I don't know what to do with my makeup. I think we're gonna do like a little black smoky liner moment, and then the glitter I've got is To the Disco, which is like a white, so just a little bit of that on the lid. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, I'm kind of stuck. Like normally for like baby shower I'd go like pastels, engagement party I'd go for something quite smoky and quite glam. Because it's both, I don't know what to do, so we're just gonna go wing it. I'm gonna start with the Glisten Spectra pencil in black. Ideally I would do this with a gel liner, but I do not seem to own a black gel liner anymore. To be fair, can I remember the last time I wore a black gel liner? No, so that's probably why I don't own one anymore. But what I'm gonna do, I have already got some of the Beauty Bay eyeshadow base on. We're just going to line with this pencil to about halfway along the lash line. Doesn't need to be neat because we are going to smoke it. I want to kind of do smoky but not too smoky. That's the plan. Very, very small pencil brush from P. Louise. This is the E67. And we're going to go in, I think we're going to start with this grey here in the sampler palette. I need to know, you guys, have you tried sampler yet? Are you interested in trying it? Because I am really impressed with these palettes. They're very, very affordable. And I'm really impressed so far. I am just going to, obviously we didn't put the liner this far, but I'm going to take it that far with the shadow, but we're going to make sure it's very, very blended out. So yeah, I am really not sure what to expect from tonight. Like, I know what an engagement party is, I know what a baby shower is. I've never been to both in one go. This is going to be a lot smokier than I first intended. I should have known that was going to happen, really. Right, we're going to take the black from the sampler palette. I'm going to start working this into this liner. Yeah, I should have known this was going to happen, let's face it. I don't ever really do small makeup these days. So I'm really going to work the black into kind of the first half of the lash line. Okay, then we are going to take a slightly bigger pencil brush. This is the E32 from P. Louise, and we're going to take like a dark brown. Do I want to go warm toned? Yeah, I think I will. So we're going to take this warm toned brown up here in the corner, and we're going to like put the tiniest amount on the brush, and we're going to start smoking this along the edge of that liner. Okay, this has become a full grunge smoky eye. I don't know how this happened. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But this is where we're at. So we're gonna roll with it. I'm hoping I can lighten it up with the glitter. Right, we are then going to take a fluffy brush. This is a classic blending brush from BH, and I'm going to go in with a mix of this lighter warm brown here and this kind of taupey shade here. I want somewhere kind of in the middle of this, and we're going to pop this in the crease. Everything's kind of smoky but looking really blended. I feel like my left eye is much darker than the right eye. Oh, it is. It really is. Okay. And then I'm just going to take that warmer brown and pop that over the entire lash line. I feel like every time I do like a black or a brown smoky eye, I'm like, maybe I should stick to colour. But we keep going. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, and then we're going to take the taupey shade that we mixed with that lighter brown on its own. Just going to make sure the edge is really nice and blended. And then we are going to take our pencil again. And this time I'm just going to do the slightest amount on the outer corner. Just a little bit. And then we're gonna work that in with like a flat angled brush. This is just a Real Techniques one. And then I'm gonna go back in with my larger pencil brush. And that medium brown we used. And just do a final once over of these edges. So we're not putting any of this on that very kind of deep black liner at the end. We're just doing this on the other half. Okay. Right, this liner under my eye has got to go. Is this baby shower appropriate? I don't think so. We're gonna stick with it. Right, I'm gonna take the Gummy Twinkle stick from Jordanna Ticia. This is in To the Disco. I'm gonna click it up a couple of times. Ooh, she pretty. Right, I think I'm actually going to put some of it on my hand. And then maybe pick it up with the brush. I don't know. is a B. Louise E37. Let's just check this now. There is black on there. I knew there was going to be black on there. These are meant to be clean. Let's do a sample P811. Is that enough glitter? Do I just want like a wash? Ooh, yeah, okay. I quite like that. These are like super intense if you put them straight on. I haven't used this shade yet, but I have used the pinky one a couple of times. They're super intense if you just put them like straight on the lid. But I think for this, working it off the back of my hand really works. They are quite a strange formula. I kind of expected them to crease really badly because they do almost feel like a balmy texture, but in fact they don't. So I was very, very happy about that. Okay, I definitely think that's given it a bit of lightness. I don't. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Right. I'm going to go away. I'm going to do my foundation application. Then I'm going to come back and we'll do the rest of the makeup. Okay, the foundation is on. Like I said, it is the High Glam foundation. So far, I really like this. I think it looks really nice. I'm now going to give the concealer a go. Also, just a side note, it's a tiny touch dark. For some reason in the side camera, I look luminous orange. It is the colour of this camera, not this one. Just to let you know, in case anybody's thinking, girl. I went for N1 in the concealer because I like a luminous and brightened under eye. I've heard so many good things about this concealer, and when I was buying the foundation, I thought it makes sense to get both. You know what I mean? I'm just going to blend this in with a brush. This is the fine foundation brush, which I would have to say is my favourite foundation brush. I really like this one. This looks nice. Is it anything revolutionary? I don't think so. But it looks nice. Looks nice. I can see why people like it. I really can. I've just wasted about £5 worth of powder there. Love that for me. Let's just brush it off my hands. Okay. I'm going to use a Spectrum and Casey Jane Hughes number 4 because I like this when I'm doing a light dusting. And when I say light, I mean a light dusting. Okay, I'm just going to do my nose. Okay. On the camera that looks nice. Let's look at it in a mirror. That is very finely milled. I think that looks nice. I am going to continue to use that with all my other concealers, and yeah, but so far so good I think with that one. Right, let's get back to the eyes. I am going to take the liner and a angled brush again. I'm going to put some of the liner on the back of my hand so I'm not applying it straight to my eye. I think we're just going to wing this out a little bit. I just want like a little wing. Nothing dramatic. She says, at the end of the day, it's a black smoky eye, so it's a little bit dramatic, but yeah, I just want a little wing. Unfortunately, every time I do winged eyeliner, or black winged liner. My body remembers that it was a emo teenager, and it ends up massive. And not even. That is far, far more winged out. That one goes up and this one goes out, honestly. I'm going to put a little bit of that pencil off the brush under my eye as well. And then we're going to go back in with our medium pencil brush and that medium brown shade. I'm going to smoke out this under eye. So essentially, when it starts fading later on, looks like it's meant to be like that. I'm just going to deepen up that outer corner as well. I did just use that purple shade. I didn't mean to. This one here, the more like purpley brown. I didn't necessarily mean to. It just happened. I think that looks cute. Is it baby shower appropriate? I don't know. Is it engagement party appropriate? Yeah, I would say so. So, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Right, for our bronzer, I'm actually going to use this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. This is the mini one. I saw this, it was like £25, and I thought, do you know what? I'm finally going to try this product because I have always thought that this bronzer is not going to be dark enough for me and how I personally like to do my bronzer. Yeah, as I suspected, I'm glad I didn't buy the full size when everybody was hyping it up. It's just not quite as intense as I like in a bronzer. I like my bronzers to be quite deep. It's building up okay, it's just taking a little bit of work, and I've got bronzers that take a lot less work. It looks nice now it's on. But yeah, I've definitely got stuff that makes it much easier. So yeah, I don't really know how I feel about that. I'm going to be honest. Okay, we're going to try the Dacique Soufflé Colour Pot in Apple Tart. This has got the cutest old brush in it. Not that I'm going to use that, but it's super cute. And then this top bit just like pops up. And this is what she looks like. She's like the most gorgeous raspberry colour. This is Little Rock LP04. I do not know how much of this to use. How pigmented are you? I guess we'll find out. I literally got the tiniest bit on my brush. Okay, the answer to that question is quite pigmented. I'm only going lightly today because I want to keep it quite neutral. This is a really weird formula. It doesn't feel like a cream, but then it kind of like, it almost looks like it's not going to blend, and then all of a sudden it just does. Quite strange, quite strange. Right, I haven't got anything new for my brows, so I'm just going to do my Project Pan brow business. And I'm also going to apply some Lancome Hypnose mascara and some lashes, and then I'll come back. Okay, as always, my Jordanna Ticia GAT4 lashes. I'm just obsessed with these currently. I just love them so much. Right, while I wait for those to dry so we can do our last coat of mascara, let's do the inner corner. How could I forget? Okay, I'm just going to take a tiny little brush from Spectrum, the A16, I think. We're going to go for this first shade here. That seems like a good, solid inner corner shade. Yeah. I've come to the point now with these sampler palettes to not expect miracles from the shimmer shades. They are a very basic shimmer formula. They're very pretty, but I think if you're somebody like myself who's used to indie shimmers, I think you kind of have to reevaluate the way you look at shimmers in like a different kind of formula. These are very kind of true to colour, sparkly, pretty, but there's no glitters, there's no duochromes. I think sometimes we can unfairly judge incredible affordable brands like Sampler. You know, these palettes are £12, because they don't have those kind of duochromes in them, which are like in palettes that are like 4 times, 5 times the price. So I like the shimmers. They're nothing revolutionary. Some of them are a little bit lackluster, but that one was really pretty. I'm just going to pop a little bit of Hypnose mascara on my lower lashes. I was going to do a black waterline, but I think I'm actually going to leave my waterline free, just so it doesn't deepen up the look too far, I think. Okay, and for the lip, I have the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Liner in Honeysuckle. I've been wanting to try one of these for ages because I love a plumping lip liner. I love the Too Faced ones, they're amazing. But my lips are so dry at the moment, this is probably not. And then we are going to do MAC Underslept, which looks so light. I'm so excited for this. Oh. God damn it. That is silly beautiful. And it's limited edition! Dang it, Mac! It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. If you love a concealer lip, get your hands on this while you can. I have just realised that we didn't do highlighter. So we're going to use the one from the Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like this is going to be underwhelming. Do you know what, actually? If you don't like an intense highlight, or you just want like an everyday highlight, that is quite pretty. Like, I feel like this look could have, it didn't need highlighter. So I think for that, it just gives you kind of a little bit of radiance. There's not a whole lot going on with it, but it's pretty. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I'm not such a massive highlighter person anymore, so that is like enough for me on like a daily basis. Right, let's let this fringe down. Okay, that is the look. We nattered, we tried some new stuff. We did a look that's probably too much for a baby shower, but you know, yeah, I do hope you did enjoy this video. Don't forget, if you do want to see what I think of this foundation, make sure you check out that video too. I'm going to leave it down below and in the cards up top. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and YouTube will notify you next time I post. You've been fabulous, I've been Collar the Ball, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!